Hey, boys and girls. Today's lesson is all about attending to imagery. In this sentence, attending means that we're paying attention to it. Imagery is very important to nonfiction. Creating strong images for readers will help them engage and deepen their understanding of your topic. Today, we'll look at Jean Craig Head George's book, The Everglades, and how she created images of the setting in her book. And then we'll look at a few other authors as well. So on the first page it says, "First there was sunshine on the blue-green sea. It was the age of seashells. The seashells formed a rock called limestone on the sea bottom. Over the eons, the sea lowered, and the rock became land. The long Florida peninsula took shape in the warm, sunny waters. Purple clouds, flashing with lightning, railed and boomed above the land. Rain gushed from storm clouds in summer. The sun bathed the land in winter. Moss grew, then ferns, then grass and trees. The rain eroded holes in the soft limestone and filled them with water. Florida glistened with green land and blue-green lakes." So when I read that, when I read just this one page, I'm aware of all this imagery language. She uses lots of adjectives, especially color. She's got the blue-green sea, the purple clouds, the green land. Excuse me. She puts adjectives together in couples. So the warm, sunny water, instead of just having one adjective, one descriptive word, she uses two. So that has an effect on the reader when she uses those adjectives. It really creates a picture in my mind. I can see those colors. I can feel those textures. I'm using all my senses on this page. The other part she said was where she said, "Purple clouds flashing with lightning roiled and boomed above the land." That gets some of that sound in there, that sense of sound. And that's something that readers can kind of relate to. We've all been through thunderstorms, and so we can picture this thunderstorm that's happening over a place that we haven't been. It says, "Rain gushed from the storm clouds in summer, sun bathed the land in winter." So that bathed the land, that's some personification right there. The sun doesn't actually wash off the land in the winter. And so that personification in that sentence, bathed, means it kind of covered the land in winter with the sunshine. That part about this So another way that she creates images is with her verbs. She has words like flashing, roiled, rolled, boomed, gushed, bathed. All of those are words that are very particular to this thunderstorm. Another way that she creates imagery is through a sequential list. Moss grew, then ferns, then grass and trees. So you can kind of get that image of, you've got the moss at the lowest point, and then it's getting bigger and bigger and bigger until you get all the way up to the trees. And it helps you picture some of the different plants. If she just said plants grew, that wouldn't be as much information as putting that sequential of all the different plants kind of in order from smallest to biggest. And the last thing she does is this page is structured in a circle. The first sentence says, "First there was sunshine on a blue-green sea." She repeats blue-green in the lakes at the bottom. She says, "Florida glistened with green land and blue-green lakes." And so when you hear that repeated language as a reader, it helps create images in your mind. So I'm going to stop this video and we're going to look at a couple other of our mentor texts for how other authors are using imagery in their text. And then there'll be a place where you can respond through Pear Deck on places where you see imagery. And then finally, the expectation is that you will go back to your draft and you'll figure out some places to put imagery within your text. And the last thing I'll talk about is maybe adding some actual images, some visual items, some text features to your work.